grind. Lithium is freaking 10x. Keck is doing a bunch of stuff. Juan and I just spent the last 45 minutes talking about all the crazy shit we're thinking about doing. Things are looking up, and I think they're going to continue to look up for the whole Wax ecosystem. The Chad's dropping pretty soon. I'm chatting with them about all the collabs they're going to do on the farms. Like there's tons of shit going on. And while all this stuff is going on, I've actually been noticing a couple of posts from for vulnerability agents, doing some cool stuff. And he chatted with us. Alejandro here chatted with us, and we were talking about getting him on the show. And finally, we did, which is awesome. So Alejandro, say hello to everyone, please.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for the space. It's a pleasure to be here. Hello.
Awesome. Okay, so obviously, if you're in the comments, I want to wait for a couple more people to get here. I'm gonna go over to the Twitter machine and share this out again. So I want to kind of get the top level, what the vision for vulnerability agents is, and kind of how long you guys have been around, that kind of thing. You know what? Might as well do that now. People are starting to trickle in or whatever. So yeah, how long ago did vulnerability agents start?
Well, Vulnerability Agents starts the last year. We made the first drop on Nifty. We launched our pilot episode. And well, Vulnerability Agent starts with the idea to create the first manga anime NFT developing in Wax. And well, we made that right now. We develop manga, we develop short film animation with anime style, and we develop all NFTs are connected by this storytelling. The story is Vulnerability Agent. It's a story about dystopian world, the control over the technology, the war for the new financial system, and how this become to slave the society. The agents born against the system to fight to this new government try to slave the society in the world of the agents that is New Arcadia. And we developed this story with the NFTs, and the idea is the collector grab the NFTs, discover the plots inside, discover the characters, the details about the world, um, everything about the story inside the NFTs.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. So you guys started a year ago. I love that the anime thing. I'm actually gonna pull up the page now because that was actually the Woofy agent was the first one that I saw. Like, this is pretty cool. I don't hate this at all. And so if I get this correctly, I just want to. So people are getting the NFTs and they actually kind of get the plot points that are embedded in the NFTs. Is that kind of how it works?
Yeah, that works like that. The idea is give the NFTs with the plot inside. The other idea of the collection is the people have, for example, all the chapters for one of our history. Like the last year, we present the first history for one of our agents called Carl Ravencourt. And when the people have the complete scenes of the history, unlock the complete chapters and discover more chapters inside the other NFTs that expand the story, like the special box sets we introduce with the new characters, and all the people can collect these special box sets and discover the history and the other chapters of the story.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. So, what kind of stuff? Like, do you have any drops that are going on right now?
Yeah, we have some drops right now. Well, as you say, the last drop we made is the Agent Woofy.
Yeah.
This is our initiation with the Woofy Partner Association. We give to the community or integration plan with Woofy, and Agent Woofy is part of this. The image you see is the second design we made with Agent Woofy. Is a blend is end today. This blend, and well, the idea is continue this series, develop a story. For example, this blend of Agent Woofy has minted the first lore of the history of this agent. And well, the idea is continue to develop this history of the agent Wolfie with the association with the Wolf token. And well, we have other drops right now, and we have a promotional drop for Nestopia event. This is inside view of the agents planet, because in Nestopia we made the complete um, planet vision with the blend Galaxy Collab. And you can get this NFT for free. Only you need to go to our Discord and drop your wallet, and I add you to the whitelist, and you get this NFT. And other drops we have right now live on Nifty. Well, the codex page. This is the manga page you can collect uh, individual. And this this manga page gives you the story about the world of the agents. With this manga page, you know everything about New Arcadia, that is the world of the agents. And well, the idea is give to the collectors can get that get all the page, give a digital ebook version with the complete manga we develop right now in our webpage, Manga Reader. We have a preview you can see, and you can read example for this complete ebook manga for the codex page. And well, the other drops we have right now is the drops for the virtual memory. This is our new expansion of the story of vulnerability agents. This expansion is with Dr. Lara, a character we present the last year in a special box set. And right now we develop the 4 NFTs that give you the chapters right inside the NFTs,
Mhm.
or you can get all these the 4 chapter with the NFTs. And well, you know the history behind the virtual memory. The idea is give a special ebook edition too with the story of the chapters to the collectors have the 4 NFTs. And well, these NFTs give you the story about the new expansion we made with the PFPs. And this is are the drops we have live right now on Nifty. The
Yeah, there's
codex,
lots. It seems like there's
yeah,
a
Yeah.
few left, at least on a lot of them too. So again, just to see if I kind of have the idea, and I want to talk to you about the PFP thing because it's heard you say that. And I was like, wait a minute, what? So you can get like pieces to all of this thing, and eventually, like people will maybe be able to blend them up to having the total one, or maybe have it dropped if you have all the pieces. Like, what's the idea there?
yeah. The idea is that people can get all the pieces of the story, and then we produce digital ebook formats the story and give to the
And
collectors.
and how do you deliver that ebook?
You can repeat. I don't listen well, please.
How do you deliver the ebook? How do you hand it over to the collectors?
Okay. Well, we have a system. We check all the wallets that have the complete collection. Yeah, and we give
Okay.
a special token to the collectors that have all the characters. And we already know who is the people have the complete collection of our NFTs. With this system, we give directly to the collectors the special book edition that only collectors have. This is the idea. And then we made a public edition for everybody can read and get in digital stores. Yeah.
Okay, cool. But then this book is not an NFT. That's really something that you deliver apart, or is it an NFT?
No, this is not an NFT. The idea is give a digital ebook like digital manga. This is the idea of the
Okay.
final product. Yeah, not an NFT.
Okay.
What if it was both?
Well, why
What if
no?
it was both? Right, like you
Well,
get an NFT that's even if it's just like the cover, but that kind of gives you access to the thing, or just even just kind of proof that you have it.
well, we think on that the idea or the ideal system we think to give these digital ebooks for the collectors are really that the people can connect his wallet in our webpage, check his collection, and get access to the digital library with
Yep.
the mangas he have collect. This is the idea we working right now. But we think to in create the how I say the complete manga edition in NFT, but I have a problem with that because I already give to the collectors the NFT page isolate as you see in the NFT blogs, and I give the special NFTs have inside the lores or special parts of the story.
Mhm.
But I'm interested to create a product for the real world or digital world outside NFTs because I think in create this underlying value to the product because the main goal is convert the vulnerability agents in anime manga franchise, spread this in manga stores, and try to develop anime animation and spread this in the anime world. This is the idea. But in a first instance, we create these collectibles with the story inside. But I think the main product, like manga or anime, we need to go directly to the real world, and I think it's the same product but have different values because it's really important not get all the value in the crypto world,
Yeah.
right? It's important for us to construct this value in the real world too, like a manga, like anime, like yeah.
Well, and then you could link it back too, right? So like if you have, 10,000 copies go out in the sort of real world or whatever, right? I mean, in your editions in the future, you can be letting people know, like as we move forward, you can actually be ahead of the game. If you kind of get into our NFT space, which is like this whole other ball of monkeys, right? So then I really love that idea that you can have kind of that cross promotional platform, right? So that people that have no clue about NFTs whatsoever, but really love your story. And honestly, all this stuff looks amazing, right? Like I'm not, I'm not really schooled in the whole manga world, but like it looks great. There's clearly a lot of work and a lot of effort and a lot of passion that's gone into it. I'm a huge fan of that. Right. So then, people are going to see that in the real world. Like, wait a minute, you can get like an NFT of the story that's not even out yet. What?
yeah. This is the idea. Of course. We think
that's cool. I like
the
it.
anime, and manga have an incredible culture and a lot of people inside, and that is awesome that the people know of a story in the manga world and then connect to the NFT and say that you say at this moment, oh, I love the story and he have NFT too. I go to this.
Right. Yeah. So like that,
Yeah.
you're basically growing both communities at once and then having them sort of educate each other on all the fun or whatever. That's cool, man.
Yeah.
I like it. So what's next for you guys? What's your plan over the next few weeks or a couple months? What do you have coming next?
Well, for the next plans, right now is launched the virtual memory expansion. We think this is a really new innovating PFP using because give me an introduction about this. Every story have different plots, and right now we develop this new argumental arc that is associated with the old story about New Arcadia. Because New Arcadia, this world of the agents, suffer a horrible war. And one of the consequences of this world is the extinction of the animal life. Like or days, I have a dog, for example, you can get a dog in Arcadia because the biological weapons destroy the possibility you can get animals or fauna survive in this hostile ambient. And Dr. Lara participate in this war, like or agents. She see this horrible consequence, and she decided to create or recreate the animal life in New Arcadia in this virtual memory for preserve. The memory of the animals show to the new generation the horrible consequence of the war in New Arcadia. We think to create this association with our world with this expansion. Of course, we don't suffer a war like this that extinct the animal life, but we think like a game, right? To try to associate our digital elements to the real world to create new form to using the PFPs, for example. Thinking on that, the Dr. Lara create these PFPs like these virtual dogs I show you in the chat on FT on in the community on
Yeah.
X. You see that, right? And with these digital dogs, the idea is the 75% of the cells is for create real actions for help the animals in the real world. Um, we believe that with blockchain technology, we can achieve that. We believe with the PFP format, we achieve a really good amount of people that contribute to the scouts. We present our plans to the community in our white paper to how we can achieve that, because that is really, really important. How we can achieve this mission. Of course, when you think in a mission like this, the ideal stuff is spread around the world, but we need to be realistic. At the first instance, we need to prove our system that we present to the community in our local community. I am from Venezuela, and here I have the possibilities to manage crypto without restrictions. The stores and the banks have convenience with Binance Exchange, for example. These given the possibilities to track and document every transaction. I present the plan to the community, I present the plan in a white paper, and you can see in detailed steps how we can make that. Um, One of the stuff we are really, really important is the transparent in this process. For that, we create a special wallet for deliver the 75% of these souls to this special wallet for have a white book. As you know, the blockchain it is immutable, and you can modify the transactions. With that, the community can track every movement, every transaction we made with this 75% for create this mission. Another thing is important here is that we don't believe to give money to the institutions, to the refugees, you know, because when you give money, it's really difficult to track that his money is achieve his mission, right? For this reason,
Mhm.
yeah, the best way to achieve that is convert this money in supplies and give the supplies directly to the pet medicals or in how I say in English when you have community activities for animals, you know,
Mhm.
to give to the refugees and this all stuff. In fact, we create mission plans when we can develop uh, this mission. Who are the first mission we made, and with the system we live here in Venezuela. When I made a transaction with with this Wax wallet to Binance, for example, I create a hash, I create a tracking for this transaction.
Mhm.
If I pay with my Binance account to the pet store, or if I use the Binance to exchange to my bank account, I create a new hash, a new physical invoice if I pass crypto to my bank account. And and I can document every movement, every transaction, and show to the community, and then convert this transaction in supplies to give to this mission or organize these missions. Um, you can read all of details in our paper. Of course, I invite to the community, join to our Discord, ask questions. But we believe with these systems and with these facilities we have here for managed crypto, because I know in other countries the laws on regulation are different, or in some
Right.
countries you can use
Yeah.
in this way.
So
Here we have this facility, and we can track every transaction we made, and the people with this unique wallet track every movement we made for achieve this mission. We believe that these are really innovative use for the PFP. The blockchain is connected to our storytelling too, because this is
yeah.
PFP are not isolated, right? Are connected. And the other good point is that people don't know any about our history and maybe enter to for the PFP can get know the history behind this PFP, the mission, all of the stuff, because we think.
So let me interrupt you here just to recap and to ask you a couple of questions.
Yeah,
So
of course.
basically what you're doing here is a PFP collection that it's tied, it's linked to vulnerability agents.
Right,
And
right.
the 75% of the proceedings of the sale of these PFPs will be used to support animals, to do good deeds for animals, but that's something that you are not going to do through charity organizations or through an organization specializing in animal care, but it's something that you are going to take care of yourself, making sure that everybody knows exactly how you are spending these funds, because everything will be done through the crypto wallet that you have created for that.
Yeah, well, we think we have the all possibilities here. Of course, we use the unique wallet for the people can track every transaction we made, but right now we make deals with organization here with veterinary doctors, right, with stores too, and with refugees too, because
Okay.
the idea is work with the institution around our community, in our local communities. This is the idea, and the idea if the other refugees, for example, can support our mission to and connect our mission to other refugees, to other communities, to other locations in our country. This is the idea. And well, of course, the idea is create a self-initiative that proceeds with our team. This is the idea too.
Okay. And when is this drop going to happen?
Well, this drop is already programmed in Nifty drop. You can see it's for the 1st May in 2 days.
But this is a drop that will happen on NFT Hive, right?
Yes, in Nifty Hive. Yes, in Nifty
Okay.
Hive. Yeah. I think in
how many PFPs do you have for sale?
In 1 day and 12 hours you can get the drop. And well, for the
what will be the supply? How many how many PFPs will there be?
Well, the idea of this mission is not only for dogs, is for dogs at the first instance, but the idea is create a virtual animal kingdom. And for this first launch, we made 500 of male dogs. Then the idea is create another 500 for female dogs, and then create the breeding for people can breed the parents and get the puppies, right? And well, the idea is create other animals, but the 500 is the supply we programmed for the parents and the other animals. We create them.
Okay, and what will be the cost of each of these NFTs?
15
what will be the price? 15 wax?
Yeah, 15 wax.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Awesome. Okay, that's gonna be exciting. It's funny. I was actually just on NFT Hive the other day. Somebody was telling me, well, I'm excited to get the aliens over there. Oh, by the way, just for everything,
I have a problem with that because I'm allergic to NFT Hive. So I basically have lost all of the PFP drops that there have been lately. But yeah, it's a shame, but it's okay. I can live with that. I'll survive.
But this is our first drop in Nifty because all the other drops are in Nifty in
Yeah, yeah,
Neftiblox.
yeah. I know. You guys have been dropping on Niftyblocks for a while, and
Yeah,
and yeah, it's a shame, but I fully understand it. Don't get me wrong. So yeah, yeah,
yeah. But
Uh,
well, yeah. Tell me.
no. That you finished that.
Well, this is the main goal of this PFP. You can stake this PFP too. We have Animal Realm that's called the farm. It's open right now. You can start stake that. At the same moment, you can grab your first stock. But yes, this is the main goal. Try to create this bridge between digital world to the real world and create these actions for the animals.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
cool,
Uh,
cool.
yeah, what I was gonna say, Martian's just blowing up my my Discord. That the Chad drop's coming pretty soon, which
True.
at the very least is going to be interesting. I'm super curious to see how that one-sided dex that's going to get smashed like a redheaded stepchild in the freaking car accident is going to happen. I don't know. That's a terrible image. It's going to be very busy and crazy. Is the point I was trying to get across there. So yeah, we're gonna have to get him on the show. We got a busy week too. We've got Broken Dolls is coming on this week. My good friend Russell Course is coming on this week. Who else? There's one more, isn't there?
We have Josh tomorrow from
Oh yeah, Apex.
Apex
Apex
again
Conquest.
because
We
he's
got.
launching a new reward thing, so he will be here tomorrow.
Oh
But
shit.
yeah,
All right.
yeah,
And
very
well,
busy week. And
yeah, right. We'll get some details on the fortresses too. It's funny. I just had somebody coming up. They were very excited about the Lithium and Nefty and Chipple and Keck integration into Apex Conquest, which is really fun. But they wanted to start a team of people that would kind of go in and play, coordinate, kind of like the Ant Colony does, right? And right off the bat, I was like, "Oh, wait a minute! I'm gonna have 2 fortresses. We can kind of use those to everybody to kind of focus on and help each other out, right? Just because I knew that was gonna happen. I had a feeling that was gonna happen. It's just really interesting. That it was like the first thing to pop into my head. You have these sort of centralized or like nodes, I guess, where communities can start hanging out. Anyway, not really important for today. It's just something that popped into my head. So yeah,
yeah, today it's
busy week.
about vulnerability agents. So
Heck
yeah,
and it just seems like a really like such a rich experience that you guys have built already, and it's really growing. And I'm looking forward to seeing everything that you guys are doing and checking out the PFPs, even though they're dropped on FT Hive. By the way, Ben, get on our show. We would love to have you on and just nerd out about the good old days in the future and all that stuff. Freaking love that guy. So anyway, yeah, it's gonna be good. Thank you very much for coming on. And yeah, we'll see everybody tomorrow. Again, make sure you check out Vulnerability Agents. Actually, Alejandro, if you could DM me the links to the white paper, Discord, all that kind of stuff. And I'll make a post on the Nefty Show thing to kind of let people know, like if they want to go find out more, they can have like a one-stop shop to go and check out what's going on in your ecosystem. I'm excited for everything that you're doing, man. I think it's gonna be really cool.
And it will. I don't know if there's anything else that you want to add or something that you really want people to have in mind and not forget for this drop.
Yeah, well, of course, I call all the people to participate to this drop. We have the support of 22 Collection that joins. Of course, the Nefty blogs have your special capsule too. And well, we hope to people see we have Metaverse both in the Neftopia event, right?
Nice.
Yeah, and we have a special stuff for the Neftopia event too. And always we are connected, creative stuff, talking with the community, join to our Discord, enjoy. And really thank you for the opportunity and the space. Thank you.
Man, no, we're excited to have you on, man. And by the way, to anybody else who's got projects dropping on Nefty or in Web3, kind of anywhere, right? Like we want to sort of make friends all over the place. We actually have a Calendly link now. So if you DM me, I can send you a link to our calendar and you can book a date and then I won't forget what day it was. So
of course.
Very helpful for me. But yeah, busy week. Next week's going to be even busier. I think like we're still, actually, Juan, I wanted to just kind of touch on this a little bit today. Like Wax is still just kind of like boop, 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 boop. It's kind of hanging out. And honestly, the rest of the market is sort of kind of doing the same thing from what I've seen. I haven't really been paying that much attention. But what's your feeling for like, you know, where the whole market's at? Like, obviously, I'm super bullish on Wax because I know what our community of teams is planning and thinking about doing, right? So it's I got some good feelings. But like the larger market as a whole, kind of where are we at in the context of, you know, what's going on in the larger ocean?
Well, remember that we just have the Bitcoin halving
Right.
a few days ago. So basically now we could be expecting a larger correction, which I don't know if it will happen or not. There's something that we have to keep in mind, and it's that we had, for the first time in history, we had an all-time high that happened just before the halving.
Right.
So it might be nothing, or it might be that the rules are changing. So we never know.
That's the thing, right? Like we're like this is the first 18 months where ETFs have included Bitcoin, right? Like it's like a legitimate asset on the world stage, whatever, right? Like that's a whole other thing. Like there's a different class of traders and money now in that system, right?
Yeah, and you know, I think there's another thing that that we should all keep in mind, and it's that if you're an NFT trader right now, the place to be is Bitcoin. The interesting projects for NFTs are happening on Bitcoin.
That's weird, right?
Yeah, that's weird, but yeah.
So I wonder if there's any way, right? Like I wonder if there's any way to sort of do a collab of those. I don't know, we'll talk about it later. I don't know. Like it's interesting, right? Like seeing where the energy is going there. And honestly, that's why I am absolutely obsessed with meme tokens and that whole thing, because that's clearly a way that's going on.
That's the other thing. I think that meme tokens are what is really giving life to communities on this market. I think that NFTs, as much as we love them, as much as we would like to see the NFT craziness coming back to Wax, I think that NFTs are not really the driver of this cycle.
Right now, right? And again, like I think all that is subject to change, right? And really, like I keep going back to this, but I seriously think that, you know, the ability for us, well, I'm experiencing it with Lithium, right? Like that whole market's getting a little bit better. We're doing staking with NFTs, we're doing all this crazy stuff. So like there's like a very integral link between our Lithium token and the Upliftium NFTs and all that stuff, right? So for me, I see it as one thing. And with any luck, you know, we get the meme tokens going crazy, and they're integrated in all sorts of very interesting ways with all the tools that you can use on Nifty Blocks, and shit starts to get crazy, right? Like we can have, you know, one wave kind of leading the other and doing really interesting things, and hopefully, and this is like sort of, you know, pie in the sky, you know, blue sky thinking or whatever, but I really enjoy that. Ask anyone. You know, as these markets start to develop, right? I just want to see, you know, if anybody makes any money on meme tokens on Wax, suddenly like, wait a minute, why am I not, you know, getting into the vulnerability agents thing because I love manga, right? And have that, you know, start to kind of flow out to all these other artistic projects that have been really grinding and creating some really beautiful shit. Like it's really good stuff. So anyway, call me ranting. One, I have not said a dozen things in the last 2 sentences. I just want to put that out there. I'm like not allowed to talk about stuff, and I'm not doing it loudly, but I'm not doing it. Oh, I can't wait to talk about this shit. Anyway, I'm gonna get off the air before we do any of that stuff. Alejandro, thank you so much for coming on. You know, when you have big stuff coming, by all means, hit us up again. We'd love to have you back on and update people on how things are going. Again, everybody else, watch the Nefty Show Twitter. I'm gonna throw all of the ways to find vulnerability agents really quickly, and we'll see you guys tomorrow with Russell's not tomorrow, right? He's on third. Who's tomorrow? Oh, Alex.
Thursday. Tomorrow we have Apex.
Joshua, yeah.
Josh
who's got some
Apex, yes.
some fancy new stuff going on. Juan, I love doing this with you, man. It's really fun, and yeah, while the market, the market drops, goes sideways, fine. We get more time to prepare for the bull market. Goodbye.